I'm Matt.
I'm Shane.
And if you like what you hear, make sure you hit that thumbs up button real hard, and make sure you subscribe to Comic Movie Marks.
And also click that little bell for all of the notifications.
Whee!
Always remember,
if Trailer Trash can do it,
anyone can do it.
Hello and welcome everyone to another Comic Movie Marks video. I'm worth less than $40 to Shane. What a cheap motherfucker.
I knew that was going to get brought up at some point. Well, we are going to talk about this awesome, slightly expensive Snyder shirt.
Well, the shipping, it just, oh my God.
That was it. That's what put
Not
it over.
the shipping.
And some glass reviews.
Zack Snyder, he's started a new production company, Stone and Quarry. So he stepped away from his previous production company, and now to help with suicide prevention, he actually did a shirt that's kind of a fan service shirt.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking awesome shirt. He's also back on Twitter. His only tweet, I guess, was of this shirt. So pretty awesome. And the website is inktothepeople.com/allthegods. And you can find it on Vero.
Ink to the people.
What did I say?
It sounded like you said into the people.
Oh,
I think you'll get a different website if you get into the
people. Yeah. You don't want that. So ink to the people. Yeah, inktothepeople.com. You can get the website from his Vero page, from his Twitter page, and then it takes you to basically Ink to the People. The design is all the gods.
You say it way too fast. It sounds like you said it again, into the people.
No, I definitely said ink to the people that time.
Yeah, but you say it too fast.
I say it really
You gotta emphasize the K.
To the people.
There you go.
All right, my bad. So
you should have a dash.
It's an awesome design. I'm not even gonna begin to try to describe it, but really shows what Zack Snyder was trying to do with this whole universe thing, and really makes you ponder possibilities and the things that he had in mind. Really also shows how his brain works. Definitely was not linear, not in the least bit. He has shit all over the place.
Definitely shit all over the place. This is an insane little illustration or drawing, whatever you want to call it, on the front of the shirt. I want to know what people would think when you're walking down the street with this damn thing. Like fucking Illuminati confirmed. It's a interesting shirt to carry, and then the thing written on the back: all the gods, all the heavens, all the hells are within you. Joseph Campbell. It's definitely a unique shirt in itself, and it's definitely for people that appreciate Zack Snyder's, I guess, his quirks. Except for the people that don't want to pay $9 in shipping.
Yeah, that's it. It goes to a great cause, but only for you, not for a really close friend of several years, because the shirt is $30. Again, goes to a fantastic cause, but shipping, man, bends you over with $9. So yeah,
I know this is kind of seems inside. We're really not laughing about. It's just it's a joke. It was something that was happening before we got on air.
Yeah, but
cheap assness. Yeah, we're laughing more at that. Really.
Yes, but basically, I said, yeah, I asked Matt, did you buy one? And he said, no, not yet. And I said, oh, well, I was gonna buy you one, but then I realized this shirt is about $40. So I was like, I'll get mine.
So this is a great time to announce our Patreon, because apparently we can't afford a fucking shirt. No, we do not have a Patreon.
Oh man, no Patreon yet. But if you want to send us a shirt, that'd be fantastic. No,
Shane takes a fucking extra small, motherfucker.
That's also it's a like a slim fit shirt, so I was like, I don't know if that'll work for Matt. So
fuck it, I'll wear it on my arm. I don't give a shit. I'll tape it to me.
Also, because there's
a slim fit, Snyder. Fuck you and your working out and shit. Right. Jesus Christ. Well, look at me. I'm buff and lifting. I can wear a slim fit.
It goes to holy shit. It goes to a 4XL for a $4 surcharge.
For every XL, it goes up $1.
Right? Oh man, so there you go. 4XL slim fit. That's kind of.
We are having
but
way too much fun talking about a shirt for Suicide Prevention.
Yeah, no kidding. Again, it goes to a fantastic cause. There's also a really cool Vero page called Snyder Shirt Reference. It's, if I didn't say it already, it's on Vero. And you can check out really everyone's theories to the t-shirt itself. And as insensitive as Matt and I do sound right now, because we're laughing at the price of this, both he and I have been affected, unfortunately, in our families by suicide. So again, goes to a fantastic cause, really something cool that Snyder had posted and said, you know, basically now my turn to contribute to this. So really cool stuff. And the shirt is actually currently sitting, as of this recording, at $35,000 raised of $1,000 goal.
Yeah, destroying his $1,000 goal with that $40 a t-shirt. He should have easily.
that's how we got there so fast. Oh man!
Oh god damn! Oh.
So there we go. Go pick up your shirt at inktothepeople.com. All the gods.
Yeah, give us your theories. Somebody asked if we were going to do our theories. A listener did, and I said I didn't see a picture of a trailer or a double wide on here, so we are not qualified. We are not qualified to break this down. Not at all.
No, not in the slightest. We'll be happy to read and go, oh yeah.
If there was a beer koozie in there, fucking a rusted pickup truck, we would have been fucking all over it.
A flamingo, because, you know, for some reason that's tied in, and a trucker hat. We should do our own like comic movie marks t-shirt.
We can. Ours would be fucked up though. We wouldn't have that perfect shape and shit.
Well, yeah, that's the point. And we'll charge $40, but free shipping instead of $30 and $10 shipping. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm a cheap ass. I bought it. Fuck. What more do you want?
How do you sleep at night?
So speaking of directors that are misunderstood, we're going to go and talk about some of these Glass reviews that have come out. Rotten Tomatoes strikes again with its weird fucking rankings. Again, Shane and I have not seen Glass. We have our tickets set for this Friday, to see it. We definitely will be doing Riding with the Marks and be doing a spoiler review on it as well. You look at this and you look at Rotten Tomatoes, and right now Glass is sitting at 36% on Rotten Tomatoes with only 47 critic reviews in. It's puzzling. It's kind of weird. You read this critic consensus. Glass displays a few glimmers of M. Night Shyamalan at his twisty, world-bending best, but ultimately disappoints as the conclusion to the writer-director's long-jesting trilogy. I mean, I've seen these. You look over these reviews. A lot of people seem to be disappointed with the ending of the movie. Some people apparently it's kind of stupid that you have to apparently see Unbreakable and Split before you see this.
Oh yeah, God forbid.
Well, who knew you had to watch the other movies before watching this one? Well, fuck me sideways and charge me $10 shipping. That's insane.
Fuck you.
Man, you know what's sad is this video is probably gonna do like 200 views, and everybody's gonna miss. Everybody's gonna miss out on this retardation that it is.
Oh man, there are like borderline positive reviews, I guess. Well, one of them was the latest from a director is a singularly strange and meta sequel that's bound to infuriate all but his most devoted fans. So I guess that's a backhanded compliment almost, is that, well, unless you're a devoted fan, you're not really going to understand this movie and it's going to infuriate you. One guy is just kind of a dick. David Edelstein from New York Magazine and Vulture. He just puts, oh, these poor actors.
I guess, again, we will have to see how it is. Who knows? Maybe these are right. But it seems like there's just this unnecessary hatred. Like, you hear about the ending. I see that as a as a flaw that some see. But it seems like a lot of people are using M. Night Shyamalan's name in it over and over again. And it's very similar to what we see with Snyder. It's like constantly in these reviews and these pull quotes, they bring up Snyder's name instead of talking about the movie. And in here, again, they keep bringing up Shyamalan's name instead of really the movie. And a lot of these, it's just weird. I think people also just lack the understanding of what the previous two movies were. If you look at the Unbreakable Rotten Tomatoes score, Unbreakable, we just did a review for it. Most of you haven't heard it. I doubt. But it actually sits at a 69% on Rotten Tomatoes. 69% for Unbreakable. And I actually said that a movie like that could not have been made in this day and age because it's too much dialogue, not enough action. There's no purposeful humor. There's moments of levity, but it wouldn't probably be appreciated today. And it actually shows because Rotten Tomatoes obviously didn't exist in 2000. Rotten Tomatoes is a fairly new entity that's come around later on. So these reviews are much later on in kind of a more modern age of doing these reviews. And you could see it's not appreciated whatsoever. I don't know what people want anymore in movies, especially these critics. And I don't know if they know what they want anymore because it's just ridiculous at this point. It just seems like, okay, somebody blames that there's forced humor in here. Misplaced attempts at humor fall flat. Bizarre characters make bizarre decisions, and yet we are asked to believe this is a superhero tale firmly grounded in reality. Willis and Jackson look bored, while McAvoy pushes the very limits of hamminess. We talked about this in our Unbreakable review. That is the point of David Dunn. He just a dude. He's not anybody else. He looks bored.
He's supposed to. Yeah.
There's nothing charismatic about David Dunn. That's the purpose of the character. And Elijah is a methodical character. Again, has some charisma. We don't know. We'll see if that part's real. And McAvoy, there's 24 fucking personalities. Of course it's going to be fucking weird. One's a woman, one's a diabetic, one speaks Spanish, I guess. The guy is going through a lot of different things to portray this. So hamminess, really? I mean, again, we have not seen it. I have to stress that.
It's one of those, even though we haven't seen it, you can kind of, as Snyder devotees, if you want to call us that, you can see the correlation. One of the most hit the nail on the head reviews that we have is from Whitney Seibold, just says critically acclaimed. And the review is, as we so often say with Shyamalan, maybe next time. You know, that's exactly what most of these people, as Matt said, they're all talking about the director itself. Oh, he tries to do this. Oh, The Sixth Sense, still his only great film. And just hitting on the director, which we see with Zack Snyder all the time. Oh, he can only do great if it's a fucking comic book that's already been written, like 300, or Watchmen. And Watchmen even sometimes gets panned by people because he changes shit too much. So as opposed to like looking at the movie itself, they're like, oh, of course it's a shitty Shyamalan film.
Tyler Smith, another guy, Battleship Presentation, a film every bit as stupefying and meandering as Shyamalan's worst efforts. Not really talking about the fucking movie at all. You're using the director's name to make yours stand out. And that's what we're going to talk about this much more later on in other videos, because your name is so pointless and so irrelevant. You use people that are much more famous than you to propel your name forward. And it just seems to be a growing trend more and more.
A couple, I guess, somewhat positive reviews. One, it was a 3.5 and with a fresh rating, but he says you can't accuse it of having been made by committee. You can only accuse its maker of needing to be committed. Again, maybe a backhanded compliment there, but it is pretty cool that he's saying this film is not made by committee at all. And then another one, I'm not even going to try to read the name. It's actually from Spain, and you can read the full review in Spanish. But they say Shyamalan not only raises his voice to talk about comics and Superman when referring to Glass, but transcends the genre without being infected by Marvel/DC fever. Those are kind of, what we're thinking are going to sit with Glass, and why, I'm excited for it. despite what a lot of the Shyamalan haters are saying. So release the Shyamalan cut.
This one right here, real quick, a positive one, but it does intrigue me a little bit. This is clearly one for the fans, but those fans might have had their hearts set on a more rousing conclusion. Again, talking about the ending, but understanding what the film is for. So I like that. He's still telling us, like, hey, that Indian ending might fall flat, but this is definitely for the people that have been wanting to see that trilogy of Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. I like that. I don't care whether it's rotten or fresh. It's just, that seems like an honest review. That understands what the movie was supposed to be and understands the mindset a lot of people might be having going into this. I like that. I just feel like critics are just so disconnected from the fans lately. It's just that you see Aquaman, it's the box office numbers keep rising. It had a lower score. You look at Bumblebee, it had such a high score, and then it's kind of falling apart box office wise. It's definitely making its money, but it's not making as much as like previous Transformer movies have. Ultimately, I think the fans have started to disconnect from the critics more and more. I really saw it crack more and more with Last Jedi. I kind of feel like that was the breaking point a little bit. And I think now it just kind of feels like a lot of people I start seeing it more and more. That's way overrated. You made that Black Panther. People are saying that's overrated. Good movie, just a little overrated. It's nowhere near as good as the critics said it was. It keeps going. You see Into the Spider-Verse. Even though I actually personally like that, they rated it high. People didn't flock to see it. And I'm starting to feel like maybe the influence by these critics may have faltered a little bit. We'll see what happens with Glass. We'll see if it continues to do well, and after we watch it, and we'll see what the fans think, what the people think.
Yep, because we are the people's podcast.
If you smell what the mark is cooking. In case I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. You're one of very few to make it to the end.
Yes, thank you very much.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Comic Movie Marks Podcast and hit the notification bell. You know, all these fucking YouTube channels say this shit, so I'm going to say it now.
Yes, it's perfect. And if you want to hear our full podcast, you can check out our podcast on iTunes or any other podcast subscription service.
Make sure you subscribe. Thanks again.
Yo!